Once upon a time in Roblox, there was a game that changed everything. A game that took simple shapes, bright colors, and turned them into something terrifying. That game was Rainbow Friends. But just as fast as it rose to fame, it began to crumble, leaving behind a mystery of why one of Roblox's biggest horror hits simply disappeared. This is the story of the rise and downfall of Rainbow Friends. In June 2022, a small Roblox group called Fragment Games released a simple horror experience. No over-the-top graphics, no big ads, just a game that dropped you inside an abandoned children's play center called Odd World. Players were lured by curiosity, and what they found was something different from every jump scare horror game of that time. Instead of blood and chaos, Rainbow Friends used childlike innocence, colorful monsters, cartoonish shapes, and the fear that something so cheerful could be so wrong. The genius was in its simplicity. A bus ride gone wrong. 5 mysterious monsters: blue, green, orange, purple, and red. And you, trapped inside the factory, trying to survive each night.
The rise.
Within weeks, Rainbow Friends exploded. YouTubers like Creekcraft, Thing Noodles, and Flamingo played it. And soon, it wasn't just a horror game, it was a trend. The designs of blue and green became icons. Memes, blushes, and fan animations flooded the internet. Even kids who never played Roblox knew who blue was. It was perfect for short-form content too. Jump scares, screams, and theories. Everyone wanted to know. Who are the Rainbow Friends? Why does Red experiment on them? What's the truth behind Odd World? The storytelling was done right. Mysterious enough to keep fans guessing, and easy enough for new players to join in. By late 2022, Rainbow Friends had tens of millions of visits. It became one of the biggest horror games on Roblox ever.
The downfall.
But like all bright lights, it started to dim. The developers went quiet. Months passed, and while fans begged for updates, nothing came. Other games rose doors: Apeirophobia, The Intruder, all offering newer mechanics, better visuals, and deeper lore. Meanwhile, Rainbow Friends stayed the same. One chapter, no events, no major updates. Fans started asking, where is chapter 2? Is it cancelled? Then, finally, in 2023, chapter 2 released. But by then, the hype had already faded. The community expected something crazy, but what they got felt familiar. There were new environments, new monsters, but the magic, the shock of the unknown, was gone. The fanbase had moved on. By 2024, Rainbow Friends was no longer trending. Its servers, once filled with screaming players, were quiet. Memes turned nostalgic, and Fragment Games, silent. The same YouTubers who made it viral had moved on to newer games. The world of Odd World had ended not with a scream, but with silence. Players realized the scariest part of Rainbow Friends wasn't the monsters, but how fast it vanished.
Conclusion.
Yet, for many, Rainbow Friends will always be more than a game. It was a memory of the late nights, of screaming at blue chasing you down the hallway. It was Roblox horror at its purest, simple, creepy fun. And maybe, one day, Odd World will reopen its gates. Because legends never truly die, they just wait in the dark.
Don't forget to like and sub. This documentary took way too long to make. Until next time, see you.